If you're expecting huge distributions from MSTY this time, this is going to be very disappointing because today YieldMax ETFs has announced distributions for winter MSTY, ulty, SLTY, SMCY, and others. This is going to be a combination of weekly pairs and Group D ETFs. Weekly pairs, these are 10 ETFs that usually pay weekly distributions, and there are about 10 of them. So in this video, I'm going to show you how much MSTY has paid. But first, we're going to look at distributions, how much they're going to pay. We're going to look at the rate of distributions. We're going to look at the ROC, return of capital, X and record date, and we're going to look at the payment date. And lastly, we're going to look at the Roundhill distributions for this week. But first, let's start with the weekly paying ETFs and see how much they're going to pay. So Chappy will pay 41 cents. That's about 39%. GPTY will pay 37 cents or 41%. LIFG will pay 51 cents, 73%. qdte will pay 18 cents, and that's about 21%. RDTY will pay 30 cents, and that's 34%. SDTY will pay 15 cents, and that's 18%. SLTY will pay 63 cents, and that's about 76%. ulty will pay 92 cents or 85%. This is a consistent to how much ulty has always been paying. He always pays between 8 cents to 10 cents, but on average is around 10 cents. Now, SLTY and ulty, these are two ETFs that would have opposite performance. As you can see here, this is YieldMax Ultra Option Income Strategy ETF. So pretty much this will do the opposite of the other. That's how they're supposed to work. YMAG will pay 15 cents, about 50%. This is a little bit higher than what they paid last time. YMAX will pay about 8 cents, and that's 33%. So this is very low for YMAX. It's a huge cut actually. AIYY will pay 14 cents, and that's a 65%. And the reason why this is very low, but the distribution yield will be high, is because this ETF has one of the worst performance of all the YieldMax ETFs. There is AMZY. This is Amazon ETF. We're going to pay 46 cents, and that's about 41%. Aptly will pay 36 cents or 33%. DISO, this is a ETF that Right calls on Disney stock, will pay about 22 cents, and that's about 22%. MSTY will pay $1, and that's about 85%. I'm going to show you how much this $1 is compared to other distribution they ever paid in the past. SMCY will pay 91 cents, and that's about 74%. Winter YieldMax Short MSTR Option Income Strategy ETF is going to pay $3.30, and that's about 126%. So as you can see here, MSTY is going to pay a very low distributions, but the ETF that is opposed to it, which is Winter, this of course shorts MSTY, is going to pay very high distributions, and also it's a higher yield. XYZY will pay 28 cents or 38%. YQQQ YieldMax Short Nasdaq 100 Option Income Strategy ETF will only pay 21 cents, and that's about 21%. Very low distribution and very low yield. But I really don't see many people investing in these type of ETFs. These are the two ETFs. I don't even see them in a comment. If you're watching this video and you own any of these ETFs, let me know in a comment below and give me the reason why are you investing in these two ETFs, because they're very unpopular and their performance have been really not good. So I don't see any reason to invest in these ETFs. Now, if we look at the ROC return of capital, there's a blend here for most of these weekly paying ETFs. It's pretty much zero, except SLTY is 97% of that 63 cents. It will come from return of capital. ulty, 0% of 9 cents will come from return of capital. So that can be good for some people like this, and some people don't like to see any return of capital at all. But some people prefer this, especially for those who invest in taxable accounts. And how about MSTY? MSTY, 96% of that $1.01 will come from return of capital. Ex-date and record date is September 25th, 2025, which is tomorrow. And payment date will be September 26th. So you have to have owned these ETFs by close of today's market. So if you don't own any of these ETFs and you're interested to receive distributions from any of the ETFs, make sure you buy them before next Wednesday. And also, if you don't want to miss any of the update, make sure you subscribe to this channel. I always keep you updated on some of these ETFs whenever they're important news. And if you like this content, please smash the like button. That helps us a lot in algorithm. So as I've mentioned earlier, I'm going to show you MSTY distribution history, and I'm going to compare $1.01 they are going to pay as compared to other distribution they have paid in the past. But first, let's look at the Roundhill Investments distribution for this week. And this will be for XDTE, QDT, and RDTE. Distribution announcement is today. X date is tomorrow, and pay date is Friday 26th. So pretty much the same schedule as YieldMax. Now, how much they're going to pay? XDT will pay about 17 cents. QDTE will pay 20 cents. RDTE will pay 19 cents. So this is a pretty consistent to how much they always pay. But I can see here XDT is paying a little bit less than what they paid, I think, last week. And remember, these ETFs used to pay a little bit higher than what they're paying right now. There's one point they paid about 50 cents, and 30 cents used to be normal when they came out. And within these few months, they have been paying a little bit less, between $16 to higher 20s. So they would pay up to 29 cents. But I haven't seen anything crazy in terms of how much distribution they're paying recently. Now let's look at the MSTY, YieldMax MSTY option income strategy distribution history. As you can see here, the first time they paid was April 8th, 2024. That was a huge distribution, about $4. So after the initial $4, they decreased to 2, 3, 2, 1, 185, 4, 4, and then 3, 2, 2, 137, 133, 237, 147, 120, 123, 118, and last month they paid $1.08. So as you can see here, the distribution they're going to pay on Friday is going to be the lowest that they have ever paid, followed by what they paid last month was $1.08. So $1.01. This is going to be the lowest. And as you can see, the trend distribution keep going down from 237, 147, 123, 118, 108, and now it's 101. So this is what scares people, and this is what makes most people ditch this ETF and try to buy something else because of this distribution. But some people will be happy with just $1. I can show you the evidence of that is net asset. Remember, MSTY used to be over 5. It was going to 6 billion, but now it's only 4.55 billion. So it has lost a lot of net asset because investors have sold this ETF and bought something like ulty. And now recently ulty is being losing money again, and I don't know where people are investing in. So let me know in the comment below, where do you invest your money? Do you still have MSTY? And if you are selling it, what are you buying instead of this ETF? So guys, that's all I have for today. I just want to keep you updated on YieldMax and Roundhill distribution for this week. Will YieldMax increase their distribution for MSTY ETF next month? That's to be seen. I'll catch you on next one. Bye bye.